Alberta is one of the 13 provinces and territories of Canada. It is part of Western Canada and is one of the 3 prairie provinces. English is the official language of the province. In 2016, 76.0% of Albertans were Anglophone, 1.8% were Francophone and 22.2% were Allophone. Alberta is bordered by British Columbia to the west, Saskatchewan to the east, the Northwest Territories to the north, and the U.S. state of Montana to the south. It is one of the only 2 landlocked provinces in Canada. The eastern part of the province is occupied by the Great Plains, while the western part borders the Rocky Mountains. The province has a predominantly continental climate but experiences quick temperature changes due to air aridity. Seasonal temperature swings are less pronounced in western Alberta due to occasional Chinook winds. Alberta is the 6th largest province by area, being approximately 660,000 square kilometers, and the 4th most populous, being home to 4,067,175 people. Alberta's capital is Edmonton, while Calgary is its largest city. The 2 are Alberta's largest census metropolitan areas and both exceed 1 million people. More than half of Albertans live in either Edmonton or Calgary, which contributes to continuing the rivalry between the 2 cities. The province also has 1 other CMA, Lethbridge, and 15 census agglomerations. While the vast majority of Albertans are city dwellers, the identity of the province is mainly rooted in a rural lifestyle. The oil and gas industry is also a part of the province's identity. Alberta's economy is based on hydrocarbons, petrochemical industries, livestock, agriculture and frontier technologies. The oil industry has been a pillar of Alberta's economy since 1947, when substantial oil deposits were discovered at Leduc No. 1 well. Since Alberta is the province most rich in hydrocarbons, it provides 70% of the oil and natural gas exploited on Canadian soil. In 2018, Alberta's output was CDN $338.2 billion, 15.27% of Canada's GDP. In the past, Alberta's political landscape hosted parties like the left-wing Liberals and the Agrarian United Farmers of Alberta, as well as the right-wing Social Credit Party and the Progressive Conservatives. Today, Alberta is generally perceived as a conservative province. The longest political dynasty in Canada was held by the Progressive Conservatives from 1971 to 2015. Before becoming part of Canada, Alberta was home to several First Nations and was a territory used by fur traders of the Hudson's Bay Company. The lands that would become Alberta were acquired by Canada as part of the NWT on July 15, 1870. On September 1, 1905, Alberta was separated from the NWT as a result of the Alberta Act and designated the 8th province of Canada. From the late 1800s to early 1900s, many immigrants arrived, the biggest wave of which was pushed by Wilfrid Laurier, to prevent the prairies from being annexed by Americans. Massive oil resources were discovered in Alberta in 1947. Alberta is renowned for its natural beauty, richness in fossils and for housing important nature reserves. Alberta is home to 6 UNESCO World Heritage Sites: the Canadian Rocky Mountain Parks, Dinosaur Provincial Park, the Head Smashed in Buffalo Jump, Waterton Glacier International Peace Park, Wood Buffalo National Park and Writing on Stone Provincial Park. Other popular sites include Banff, Canmore, Drumheller, Jasper, Sylvan Lake and Lake Louise. Alberta was named after Princess Louise Caroline Alberta, the 4th daughter of Queen Victoria. Princess Louise was the wife of John Campbell, Marquess of Lorne, Governor-General of Canada. Lake Louise and Mount Alberta were also named in her honor. The name, Alberta, itself is a feminine Latinized form of Albert, the name of Princess Louise's father, the Prince Consort, and its Germanic cognates, ultimately derived from Proto-Germanic *Albertas. Alberta, with an area of 661,848 square kilometers, is the 4th largest province after Quebec, Ontario and British Columbia. Alberta's southern border is the 49th parallel north, which separates it from the U.S. state of Montana. The 60th parallel north divides Alberta from the Northwest Territories. The 110th meridian west separates it from the province of Saskatchewan, while on the west its boundary with British Columbia follows the 120th meridian west-south from the Northwest Territories at 60 degrees north until it reaches the Continental Divide at the Rocky Mountains, and from that point follows the line of peaks marking the Continental Divide in a generally southeasterly direction until it reaches the Montana border at 49 degrees north. The province extends 1,223 kilometers at the summit of Mount Columbia in the Rocky Mountains along the southwest border, while its lowest point is 152 meters on the Slave River in Wood Buffalo National Park. In the northeast, with the exception of the semi-arid steppe of the southeastern section, the province has adequate water resources. There are numerous rivers and lakes used for swimming.